Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku struggle continuing. Well, Tetsunojo's route now, not really Jack, but Jack, same difference, Tetsuno Jack. Anyway, every time I say Tetsuno Jack, I think like low Jack, and I just think about like that little bar. Is that what was that? Was that the thing that the little bar thing you put on your steering wheel so no one could steal your car back in like 100 years ago? Was it the low jack? Was that what that was? Anyway, I don't know, but that's just for some reason where my brain goes, and I'm like, this is weird. But anyway, we're here. It's rainy. Of course. Here comes Debbie. Freaking, tropical depression now, man? I don't know what she is. Listen, she's making me depressed. No, I like rainy days, except for when you're a kid, rainy days are awesome, and when you're an adult, you're like, oh my god, the roof's gonna leak, and then trees are gonna come through my window, and then there's property damage, and it's like, I don't like that, Or like, oh my god, weird weather systems and tornadoes, and what if we all die? And I miss being a kid and just being like, whoa, thunderstorms! You know what I mean? I think I'm only freaked out about all of this stuff and have, like, permanent paranoia because of, like, just my apartment, the roof fucking leaked constantly. You know what I mean? At one point in my closet, pouring. Thank God through the center and not down or anything to get my clothes or anything ruined, but I'm pretty sure the moisture didn't help and is what ruined some of my shoes. And that just kind of makes me sad, But anyway, that was fun. And that's why I'm also paranoid about anytime I hear a noise. I'm like, is it mice? And I'm still freaked out about it. Every time I wake up and open my email in the morning now, I'm like, oh my god! And I'm just freaked out thinking I'm gonna see, my channel being deleted again. You know what I mean? I have a paranoid fucking fear of this now. So, that's gonna take a while to go away. Fun times. What are you doing? Talking to the bird. What are you doing? What? Don't you try to play with the emotes. It's not for you. You don't play games. You don't know how to read. You can't even read. You'll be fine. Anyway. But yeah, so. I don't know. Games. Fun times. Good stuff. Okay. Alright! I made the miso soup and omelets. Got 40 onigiri ready with leftover rice if anyone wants more. I'll wake everyone up and get ready for a nice morning. Stop it. Oh, that's true. Jack hasn't seen his, purple mug. Huh. You're up pretty early, aren't you? I was feeling good, so I woke up early. Really? He's so fucking sus. He's like, what did you do last night? You talked with Tetsunojo yesterday, right? And that wasn't exactly a nice conversation you were supposed to have with him. He's sharp. That's right. Last night... It's true, we had that touching moment. Don't tell me... You're not doing this to the other men, are you? No. Why am I remembering about that? Yeah. Of course I talked to him about that. He feels very enthusiastic about taking care of Ichise in order to undo his curse. Oh, I see. That's what you meant. So I suspect this matter will be resolved soon. And yet, you're trying your hardest to suppress your own emotions and put on a smile. I know what you look like when you're genuinely in a good mood. Like during the barbecue or when you're playing with little Tama. Or all those times we were in love that you forgot. I'm gonna need you to simmer the fuck down, bird, because your toenails are like daggers and my shirt is very thin, and feeling your dagger toes digging across my chest as you run back and forth is really fucking annoying. So simmer the fuck down. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what your fucking problem is, but stop it. And don't look at me full front on. You've goofy eyes. You're like that fucking Nicola front-facing sprite that's just goofy and weird. 3/4 profile, buddy. Yeah, or that side's fine. It's like when birds look at you front on, their eyes are all weird looking. You look goofy. Don't look at me like that. I really hate how sharp he can be. I really hate how sharp damn birds' toes are. Did something else happen? But I don't feel comfortable talking about his plans to move away behind his back. How did I get out of it? Oh, how do I get out of this? Morning. Oh, we got miso soup and omelets today. You're like, oh, thank God for the peanut gallery. I made them since I got up early. Take a seat. Yeah, all right, thanks. I want my eggs sweet. They're already done. If they're not sweet enough, just add sugar on them. Sugar on eggs. Oh, good. Goemon won't keep pressing the issue. Then I'll make another one with more sugar in it. I did think there wasn't enough for everyone anyways. Alright, then I'll crack enough eggs for me to eat. It's too early for it to be so loud. There's food ready, but would you rather eat after cleaning? And now I'll eat first. And then I'll get the coffee ready. It was this house's style to serve coffee for breakfast, regardless of the menu. That's why we needed that mug. This house's style to serve coffee for breakfast. Who doesn't? I mean, I get it. Like, some people have, like, tea and stuff, but, like, do you not have coffee for breakfast? Like, good morning. I hoped I'd be able to make breakfast today, but it seems like I was beaten to it. Our lady made it today. Stay calm, stay calm. You ate an entire box of cookies last night, after all. Good morning, Tetsunojo. Help yourself to anything here. Oh, wait. Please have him see the mug. I need him to, like, see. I need him to see the mug. Like, Goemon went out of his way to buy him the mug. I need to see their little bromance happen, you know? I cracked the eggs. A large bowl was filled to the brim with the yellow yolks. How many did you use? 3 packs worth. How many eggs did we have in our fridge? Don't look so upset. Me and everyone else will eat it. It's fine. Plus, I mean, like, you could save the eggs for the next night. It'll be fine. If you cook them, you know? Right. You do eat a lot, after all. I mean, Jesus. 3 cartons of... Okay, but okay. 3 packs of eggs. But how many are in a carton in Japan? You know what I mean? Do you get, like, a 6-pack of eggs? Do you get the normal dozen? Are you like me and you buy the 18? Where you're like, that's a lot of fucking eggs! Like, you know what I mean? I always get 18 because I like eggs. So, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, just better to me to just get 18 so I don't have to buy them as often, you know? I pretend I only eat a little when I eat outside or around others we don't know. It'd be suspicious otherwise. But I can eat as much as I want here. Right, eat as much as you'd like. I had a thought as I stared at the 3 packs worth of eggs. That must have meant this is a place where he can relax and let his guard down. The smell of eggs cooking is nice. So is the smell of the coffee. I've gotten used to life here, too. Is there anything I can help with? You can take these. Goemon pushed the mugs toward him. Oh, God, here we go. Here we go. Oh, my God, look at our little rainbow. Huh? This one... And they had another color, so I got it. Use it. What? Huh? What are you talking about? Look, he's blushing. I love this. This is so much better than any romance we could have in this game, is the 2 of them actually having a little bro bonding moment. Like, just, Goemon's always there just like, yeah, I bought, like, they had another color, so I bought it, whatever, just use it. And just trying to be so, like, yeah, whatever, about it. And then Tetsunojo just blushing and just, stop it. I'm gonna cry. It's so precious. We saw it while we were out. You're all ridiculous. Why are you buying a new mug for a freeloader who's going to be gone soon anyways? You're all supposed to be prisoners from hell. Why do you love helping and taking care of others? Do more bad deeds. Like, I love this. He's like, why are you all assholes? Well, no, they're all like fucking little cream puffs. It's not like we want to. You normally think of the worst, terrible, most horrible people when you think of prisoners from hell. And yet, don't go and buy a mug for me. Tetsunojo. Excuse me. Oh, Goemon made him cry. Let's get to eating then. I'll go talk to him. Tetsunojo! After quickly glancing once my way, he began to slowly wipe his face with a towel. So cute. Are you all right?
There's nothing you need to worry about. I just found it ridiculous how nice you all can be.
We found that cup yesterday.
Oh, that's some bad timing then. I'm sure you never would have guessed I would have talked about moving just that evening.
If you'd like, please take that mug with you as a part of your belongings.
Oh.
Or would you like to leave it here for when you come visit sometime? Am I being ridiculous right now? We're like, take it with you. And he's like, oh. He's like, I was hoping you would ask me not to go. Like, look, boy, you can't do these. You can't be like, I'm just going to run away. You're like, please don't. And be like, please ask me to stay. No, you know what? I mean, sir, we're not in that kind of relationship that we know of, you know? And how long am I going to be in the human realm anyways?
I can't believe how pushy you can be. You're supposed to be the respectable daughter of King Enma.
I'm sorry if I made you upset.
I'm not upset, it's just...
He fell silent after that. Is it my imagination? I feel like he's still hiding something from me.
By the way, did you cool off your leg? Did it leave a burn?
Huh? Oh, no, it's fine now.
Good.
As I answered, I felt a heat grow across my thigh again, from the spot the palm of his hand touched. That mood yesterday, what was that? Right after criticizing me about the mug, he's still worried about me. I thought he was going to cut my head off, and then his lips came close to mine.
I'll eat breakfast after everyone else leaves. Take care.
Like, he doesn't know how to be friends with everyone. So with that said, after seeing that Tetsunojo shown a willingness to fight Ichise Tatsumi, will now be supporting him in his efforts. First, just as I suggested yesterday, I'll try making contact with Ichise. I just want him to keep his attention on us, to be sure he doesn't attack the humans.
Oh yeah, how about letting Tetsunojo use the torture room? Considering how Ichise is, I imagine their fight isn't too far away, but I feel like it could be a good way to warm up. Oh, that's true. I'll go tell him about it.
Then I'll line Ichise right away. I'll have to talk to you about the culprit who attacked Jack. That'll do it.
Not to mimic his sentiments, but the world sure is a convenient place now. There weren't even phones in the past, and we had to send letters to people. Mine is super convenient.
We don't have a great grasp of how times have changed.
Wait, we don't have a great grasp of how times have changed things since we... Yeah, okay.
We don't have a great grasp of how times have changed things since we've been in hell, but I'm sure he's seen it all.
Right.
Just between all of us here, don't you think the corporate slave went a bit too far? I mean, I get being angry at almost being killed.
I thought the same. Maybe there's something else going on.
Interesting. I just hope the cup doesn't go to waste. Oh my god! Do you think Sensei Nono's his dad? I'm sure his father died on the boat with him, but it's like... I don't want him to see me, so then he'd recognize me. You know what I mean? Like... it's just when all of a sudden they're like, is there something else going on? Like, what? Is Sensei Nono my dad? We don't know who we are. Like, King Enma was probably never a human being, never alive. He's some kind of deity entity thing, okay? Like the other kings and, like, whatever, okay? So, like, wasn't like someone who died and then took over hell. You know what I mean? Sensei Nono was once alive, ended up in hell, and then became King Enma's right-hand man. So, like, we don't know. He would have had to have been alive a lot longer ago than us, though, to have worked his way up that fast. You know what I mean? Not like died when we were little and was only in hell for like 17 years. You know what I mean? Like knocked up our mom and then died. You know what I mean? Like worst case, like I feel like he's been in hell a hell of a lot longer than, like, the possible 19 years. So I don't think he could be our dad. But I'm just saying, I don't know, I'm just throwing crazy shit out there. It would not be the first time a game gave you, like, a hot side character that you were like, we could do a route with him, he's kind of fine, and then been like, that's your dad. And you're like, yeah, no, that makes it weird. If you tell me it's my brother, that doesn't stop me. We've seen that. We know that's not going to stop me. Okay. And? What's your point? You know? But, like, your dad has a little, that gets weird. Okay? Not like your stepdad? Sure, I mean, okay, that'd be weird too, but, like, not as weird as your actual dad. Your biological brother, that should be gross, but, like, apparently these games have made me a degenerate. We know this by now. We're not new here. If you're new here and this is your first game, welcome. Hi, Jesus. You know, there's a lot of degeneracy floating around. It's gotten worse since time began, but anyway. I just hope that cup doesn't go to waste. Look, I love all our boys that just took in this stray and were like, at first, like, God, no, we hate him. And then they're like, he's kind of cute, I guess. Yeah, and then now they just want him to stay. No. No. Oh. They're all so soft and squishy. That remark cut deep into me, causing my unease to continue growing.
Hey, did you get a reply from Ichise?
It's been 2 minutes. Simmer down. Huh? Oh, he read it, but he hasn't replied. Let's head out then. We'll find out what he's been doing as we wait for his reply. I want to know what Goemon talked to, Tetsunojo about. I wonder what happened with that guy Shinosuke. Right? I was hoping they'd find him. Us too, girls. Us too. I never would have imagined Jack would have been attacked. But trying to kidnap someone injured like that just isn't going to happen, don't you think? Hopefully they're not just hiding that he died. No! That's right. Tetsunojo's gone missing, which means the search for Shinosuke is up in the air. Is it alright if I go talk with Oshichi? Alright. Takamura's there too, if anything comes up. If you get a reply from Ichise, let us know right away. Welcome! I'd like an iced coffee. Also, can you talk for a bit? Sure. It's like, whatever, I don't even care. Sensei Nono's not going to do anything to me. Hachan, so... She looked around after taking a seat and spoke in a whisper. I'm not upset at all about looking for Shinosuke. Takamura told me about Jack. I mentioned before, didn't I, about how long I've waited in hell? If we can't find him with this, I just have to give up. She looked blinding to me, making her declaration with such strength. Girl, we had someone lined up for you that we were hoping was Shinosuke, and we were like, you know, it would have been adorable, and we really wanted to, like, if he wasn't Shinosuke, that, like, you know, if you let go of Shinosuke, maybe you could be with him, but, like, now he's kind of a stabby murder beacon, like, beacon? No, he's like a murder snake, whatever, I don't know, he's like stabby murder dude, and, like, I don't know, I mean, he could just be going through a rough patch because, like, you know, demented powers, and maybe we can fix him, I don't know, but, like, I'm a little wary about, you know, Oshichise right now, you know, I don't know if that ship's gonna sail. So let's pretend we didn't talk about it. She'd been pining over one man she loved while gazing over the Sanzu River. And on the other hand, look at me. Shinosuke must have been such an amazing person for you to continue having feelings for him for so long, or she's just crazy. I'm not sure. Huh? No, I mean, I really do love him, but I just don't have a way to compare him to anyone else as he was my first love. I mean, your first time with anything leaves a really strong impression, right? That's true. That can happen. Sometimes I think about how I'm just being stubborn, even after setting fire to a city. Enough about that. I want to hear about you, Ha-chan. Oshichi looked around her again. You love Jack, don't you? You love him, right? Well, I am curious about him. A lot has happened with him. Let me know. Tell me anything you want. The ice cubes in my drink shrank as I mixed them around with my straw over and over. I just have a feeling about this with no real proof. But I think he might be hiding something really important from me. Oh, he's a sneaky one. What do you think about that? It's tough. It's nice how he seems so cool being a mysterious guy when he's talked about. But having a guy like that right in front of you only makes you anxious, huh? Right? He is helping look for Shinosuke, and I want to give you good advice on how to handle him, but I just don't have any experience. Oh, right! This is the perfect time to talk to Okuni of the Sanzu River, don't you think? Well, I did think about that, but last night he stopped me from needing to talk about it anymore. He stopped you? Wait, did he confess to you? I looked around me and spoke very, very carefully. He said he'll be leaving the country. What? For work? Something like that. That's why I think it just isn't going to happen. Huh? Why are you giving up so easily? Then use that as an excuse to push him down onto a bed. Oh, Shichi, if we didn't love you before, we love you now. Jesus. You know, for being a little cray-cray, she's smart. She's some smart moments. Lighting an entire fucking city on fire was not a smart moment. This is genius, though. Tell him you can't wait for him to come back, or that you want to make a memory with him and just make your vow with him there. No, I can't. John, how much do you think I've cried into my pillow after Shinosuke and I were separated without ever having kissed? Without even having kissed, sorry. Well, I'm sure that was a really painful experience, but it's not about how painful it was. It's about having lingering desires and regrets strong enough you can't even die. Although I did. Do you think as someone who's never seen her love for so long, I'd let you go on being a coward like that? If you don't take this as seriously as you can, I promise you'll regret it. Huh. That might even make him realize he can't live without you, and it'll make him come back. Well, I don't think that would happen. Listen, make your move, okay? You better. The time you spend wondering what to do would be better spent buying new lingerie. Stop being a coward and go buy sexy panties and shove that man down and take advantage of him. Shichi, I'm gonna need you to simmer down. Some of those ideas are not bad, though. The taking advantage, don't do that. Don't do that. But the buy new lingerie and push him down and see if he wants a piece, sure, I guess. Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna go sit in the corner and not do that, though, because I would not have the balls to do that. I shouldn't have talked to her. I want to avoid having to put pressure on myself in any way in this already critical situation. Lingerie. I was unsure whether the timing was perfect or the worst it could be, but I caught a glimpse of a sign for a lingerie shop. A lingerie shop. No, now's not the time to be thinking about that. What did I even come to the human realm for? Don't tell me you're not doing this to the other men, are you? My thighs stiffened up just from remembering his sweet voice. Even though he wasn't here, I wanted to grab hold onto him. I wanted to grab hold onto him tight. I wanted to grab hold onto him tight. I wanted to grab hold onto him tight. It feels like two different sentences that you kind of put together and it doesn't really work, but you get what they're saying. But he was basically just teasing me. I started to walk away when someone grabbed me. Daughter of Enma, have you made your vow with Tetsunojo? Okuni? What are you saying? We're in public! Oh, my apologies. She seemed so calm in the moment that I couldn't stop myself from asking. Do you even remember that you stabbed him right in front of me?
I do indeed. I should have cut him up even more.
Which means you knew about his curse, didn't you?
I've known him for quite a while now. During my life, I lived in the same period as Goemon and Tetsunojo.
I've heard as much.
Tetsunojo's father was a patron of dances, and I was often invited over to their place. That's where I got to know him.
I see.
I imagined I wouldn't be seeing him in hell, but I never imagined he'd be there attacking Lord Takamura.
I wouldn't be seeing him in hell.
I laughed so hard when I heard what happened.
It's nothing to laugh about. I gave her a quick glare when she smiled back at me for some reason.
Is he doing well at your home?
I suppose he is. It's just, we have the matter with Ichise to deal with.
That was a bad thing we've done to him.
You mean to Ichise or Tetsunojo?
I mean Ichise. What he did to Tetsunojo was his own fault.
So is Ichise's sudden change in nature an effective as... Oh, so was Ichise's sudden change in nature an effective as miracle?
We thought things were going pretty smoothly, but Ichise Tatsumi was more pure of a person than we thought.
See, that's another. He's such a pure, innocent person that he can't handle the evil inside of him, and it's taking over. Interesting. Okay, so this is not his true nature. His true nature is being a little cinnamon bun, like a cinnamon bun that a cinnamon bun would be like, wow, they're a cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just ridiculously wholesome, more wholesome than wholesome. Can you get more wholesome than that? I don't know, but he'd be there. So, like, maybe he really is Shinosuke then. Maybe he could have been. I'm just saying. I don't know now, you know? And he kind of throws you off when he turns evil and he's like, this is your true nature. And you're like, oh, okay.
He admired righteousness too much. When righteousness is nothing more than a single person's delusions.
My entire body froze at her remark. I couldn't say anything back to her. I couldn't tell her she was wrong. I wanted to tell her that, but I didn't have my own answer to what it really was.
How he'll settle things will be a sight to see. When the day of their fight's determined, let me know. I'm supposed to be watching them. I'm sure Tetsunojo won't be coming back to us after all.
I guess Okuni feels that way too. He actually said that soon he'll be moving abroad.
Huh.
He said he just didn't want to stay because it would attract trouble.
You honestly believe that nonsense? He won't be coming back either. A coward. Perhaps I should have cut him up even more. Daughter of Enma, you do best not to be around that useless buffoon any longer. I can't believe him. Perhaps I should go kill him again. You know the tales about demons and monsters, how if you sever their limbs and bury them in different places, they can't come back to life? That's what that worthless buffoon deserves. Please don't say that. He isn't a coward or worthless. He's spineless. If you have time to criticize me, go criticize that fool. Farewell.
Huh? Okuni! I started to chase after her, and that's when it came. It's from Ichise. Red, I have to talk to you about the culprit attack Jack. Okay.
Hello, thank you for contacting me. Sadly, I'm not feeling well enough to go out.
Are you okay? Beating around the bush like this won't accomplish anything. Should I pay you a visit?
Thanks for the concern. I think I'll get better if I just rest a bit. I probably worked myself too hard.
I think it would be a bit difficult to question him about his state. Right, your health is important. Feel free to line me whenever.
Thanks, I'll talk to you later.
Maybe he's being cautious around me, but he didn't talk about his change at the well. Maybe he doesn't remember. Is he just going to pretend it didn't happen, or does he actually not remember what happened? It would be a bit aggressive for us to all barge into his apartment. Huh, is that Ichise again? Let me now. I have to erase you. You're in the way. I have to erase you or I can't be a hero anymore.
This is the same as before. Yeah, I don't think he remembers.
I have to erase you. 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 I have to erase. Hey, is something wrong?
I felt relieved from seeing a familiar face I could trust. I showed him my phone in trembling hands.
What the heck is this?
You can see he was talking normally if you go back a bit.
You're right. He's lost it pretty bad.
Where's everyone else?
Goemon and Yona should be monitoring that apartment. We've been listening to the talk in the town trying to find their manager.
Which means he must be in his room. Let's go to Goemon for now.
He's lost it pretty bad, huh?
Are you sure he's in his room?
He should be. Yona, Agio, and Ungyo are watching over the hidden way out, but there's been nothing from them.
I actually ran into Okuni just earlier, but I wonder if their side is just going to let Ichise run free.
If they're really going to cut ties with him, they'd already have removed Ichise. But if he's on their side, they should just help him.
Kikinosuke looked up at the apartment with a sad look in his eyes.
I'm sure they'd deal with him to hide evidence for their own evidence, but they won't come to actually help him. I'm sure he's just a human to them after all.
Okuni mentioned this. She said he admired righteousness too much.
Oh. Well, we're all atrocious criminals after all. It wouldn't do us much good trying to be righteous now.
That's true. But I knew that within Goemon, Kikinosuke, everyone, they all had their own sense of righteousness. If not, they wouldn't go out of their way to save a boy they didn't know, nor worry about Ichise. But just like you say, Goemon, if they wanted to remove Ichise, they would have done so already. They're the same people who attacked Yona and Kikinosuke without any hesitation at all. Okuni even said that she was the one watching over Tetsunojo and Ichise. With her abilities, she'd be able to remove Ichise at any time.
Right.
I know this is wishful thinking, but I want to think she's giving us a chance to save him.
No, it is. It definitely totally is. If Sharaku were here, he'd be way harsher than me.
I'm sure.
But even I don't want him to have to be removed. At Hell Mansion, he really was cool.
Right.
But the same Ichise sent those messages. And we should go back and get Tatsunojo ready.
Boop. Boop, boop. Booping the bird. Hi, you keep nibbling on my hands. Is I salty? He's definitely a very salty person.
And that's troubling to hear. Ichise shouldn't be running loose out there.
Ichise. Tatsunojo was staring at my phone the whole time. He was staring at the messages where Ichise had changed.
Sharaku's watching him right now, but we can't just stay back and keep an eye on him forever.
Right.
We need to take care of this as soon as possible, but I know today would just be too soon. And Tetsunojo, besides that curse, you're a normal human being, right? How are you gonna fight him?
I'm not sure how to answer that. With a wooden sword, maybe.
You were working out in the basement today, right? I know a bit about using swords. Wanna spar with me?
No. I'm thankful for the offer, but I'm so weak. It'll be worthless trying to spar with me.
But you were able to dodge my attack.
That was by chance. Stop glaring. I mean, of course I'd get good at avoiding and dodging things after being killed and coming back to life for so long. I've even been chased around by serial killers before.
But that's still... My lady, what was Ichise like when you fought him?
At the very least, he didn't brandish any weapons. But when I tried tying him with my whip, he got out of it. His body became soft and misshapen, as if all his bones suddenly disappeared.
Ew, gross!
Alright,
I'll do it tomorrow.
Tetsunojo?
We need to take care of this as soon as possible, right? We'll have our showdown tomorrow.
Tetsunojo, are you sure?
You're the one who told me to take care of it soon. Let's do it tomorrow, before I change my mind.
Then I'll contact Ichise again, but are you really sure? Really? Are you sure you won't regret it?
Tell him, please. As part of my fight, I'll stay holed up in the basement all day today.
Oh, wow. They all look so nice. As self-conscious as I was, I stood in front of the display window of the lingerie shop. The chocolate ones look so hot, and the white and green embroidery on this one seems so refined. This one with ribbons on the side seems so cute, and this one with the black and blue lace seems so mature and elegant. I want to get them all. I don't even need to show them to anyone. I'm sure it would just be fun having on such wonderful underwear every day. The camisole on the back is pretty too. Oh, look at me getting so giddy over all this. I've only chosen plain ones to wear while I was at Enma Palace. I was a transient and couldn't live on my own, freeloading in Enma Palace, so I always felt like I couldn't dress up. He's leaving the country. Oh, right, I have to get some bone jerky and Niaufels. Listen, just because you don't have anyone to show your fancy bras to doesn't mean you can't have fancy bras and feel fancy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I can back out of this, but I just can't. I can back out of this, but I can't. I can, but I can't. Tetsunojo, do you have a moment?
Oh, you startled me.
I've never seen him sweating like this. Oh, we can make him sweat more. I bet. I guess he's been training all this time. I know this is a really important time for you right now, but there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Would you mind coming to my room?
All right, I'll come up after I clean up here and take a shower.
I mean, yeah, get that sweat off you so I can add some new sweat. My dear, sweet Lord Tama, I have a request of you.
What is it, Meow?
I really humbly apologize for this, but there's something I need to think about, so I'm hoping you could let me be alone here for a few hours. Here's some bone jerky and Niaufels as a snack for you.
Meow, meow, both of them? You sure are gracious today, Chief.
Meow, yeah, I need some alone time because I'm going to get it on. I'm sorry. Be a good boy.
Yeah, all right, I'll be out on a walk then, Meow.
Carefully carrying his snacks, Tama left from the window. Tama, I hope you don't hate this foolish owner of yours. I need you to leave so I can have sex. Come in.
Well, you had a feather stuck to you, so I blew it off.
Yeah. Sorry to make you... Oh,
sorry to make you wait. What did you want to talk about?
Right, well... He's hiding something from me. I can't really give any particular reason why I think that, but he's definitely still keeping something a secret from me. I'm sure it's about his curse. I got a reply from Ichise a little while ago. He said, I'll be waiting at Hell Mansion tomorrow evening at 11.
Hell Mansion? I'd expect him to choose that place.
Is that all right?
I told you, I'm sure my curse will be lifted if I settle things with him. I won't regret having this fight.
He looks as if he's about to just go out for a walk. And when he dies in this fight, then he'll die for realsies and will be reincarnated. That's what's going to happen in the bad ending. Is he that confident? But you were able to dodge my attack. I might be overly optimistic, but I think he'll win against Ichise. But I couldn't help but feel he would vanish if he wins.
Was that what you wanted to talk about?
It wasn't as if he told me he liked me, but that look he gave me last night still drove me forward. So, you'll be leaving the country after your fight with Ichise, right?
Right, to New York.
You really won't be coming back to Japan?
Yeah.
In that case, this will be the last time we can see each other. I don't know how long we'll be able to be in the human realm either.
Right. Yeah. This is almost like a business trip for you guys, huh? We've known each other only for a short while, but you've really done a lot for me. I'm thankful to you. I hope you'll be well after you go back to hell.
Is that it? I felt myself growing reckless from my shame and frustration. Kiss him! Tetsunojo, I want to make a memory with you. I thought of so many things I could say, but nothing really good came to mind. Like, I want to make a memory. He's like, what kind of? And then you shove him down.
A memory? Oh, I have so many already. Like in Hell Mansion and drinking tea under the stars.
That's true. Those are precious moments to me, too. But when his curse is lifted, what happens to him?
You're all ridiculous. Why are you buying a new mug for a freeloader who's going to be gone soon anyways?
He announced his departure, but didn't talk about it directly. The anxiety and my drowning desire to love him more made it hard to breathe. But it's still not enough.
Not enough?
Right.
What are you talking about?
Oh, here we go. CG tap. Oh. Oh! I thought she was gonna push him down. He pushed her down. Oh, look, he knows how to read a room, motherfucker. Damn. He's been alive long enough that he is very skilled at reading everything, including rooms, is all I'm saying.
Something like this, then.
You're like, hell yes. Oh, I love it. Look at that look on his face.
Like wanting to sleep with me.
I wanted to run away after he said it so directly. Why was I being so embarrassed after shamelessly going out to buy underwear? Exactly.
Well, that's unexpected.
Huh?
I mean, remember when you came to my place for the first time? Your face went bright right after I mentioned spending the night together.
Well, that's because...
But right now, I want that with you. Well, I'm not some random guy you've never met before, but I am someone you'll never see again. Yeah, you're trying to sleep with me.
Kinda do love this. Like, you were trying to sleep with me, the man says, as opposed to the man trying to sleep with you. The main character is like, no, stop. And she's like, will you just shut up and do me already? Like, I'm here for this. Good. High five, girl. She's like, this is a little nerve-wracking trying to make your move. I get it, and I'm okay with that, but she's still like, yes, let us have sex, please.
I didn't expect you to be such a wild girl.
Huh?
Oh, this was good timing. It was a bit boring being holed up in there for so long. I was hoping for a little stimulation.
Sir? Tetsunojo?
And last night, I did tease you a bit. You're letting me stay here, so I decided just to stop before going any further. But if you really want me to, I'll take you.
Please, God, yes. I felt my vision go red with anger from this disgrace, and at the same time tears from how naive I was being. Well, I didn't feel like he was being mean to us, and now she's like, okay. Let go. I put all the strength in my body I could muster to push him off, but...
You're going back on your word now.
Quickly pulling up my skirt, his hand touched my thigh. Vivid memories of the night before came back to me, causing impulses to smack him away, and the desire to clutch onto him spin around within me.
I can't waste all this excitement. I have to see this to the end.
His fingers hooked themselves onto my new underwear. Oh my. The slightest sensation alone gave my skin... Against my skin. Wow. The slightest sensations alone against my skin send sweet sensations to come up from deep within my body. That is a lot of fucking S's in that sentence. Tetsunojo.
Here, look at me and lift your legs a little bit.
He grabbed on tight to my exposed hips. Tetsunojo, let me go!
Forget it.
He suddenly let go of my body and got off the bed.
It'd be a huge issue if there were some paparazzi around and let it get out on the internet that I was here getting rough with you.
Huh?
Even though I'm in hiding, I do still need to keep in mind I'm an artist, after all. Later.
What? Wait! I lay there on my bed, unable to move. I was assaulted by wave after wave of so many emotions. I was at a loss of what to think. I am too. Like, I don't feel like I understand being, oh wait, maybe I made a mistake here. But like they kind of played this off weird. Cause like all the, oh, okay, fine, I'm gonna shove you down this, what you want? Yeah, you want to have sex with me, blah, blah, blah. Like, maybe his words weren't exactly super romantic, but I didn't think of them as being like really cruel or mean. So her being like, wait, now I feel disgraced and humiliated. And it's like, I feel like that was an extreme reaction. But I guess it's more because, like, oh my God, I'm already, like, kind of nervous about this and I feel a little awkward and, like, whatever. And then he says stuff and it kind of just triggers that, like, flight response in you. Like, oh, no, this was a bad idea. You know what I mean? You're already like, I don't know. I'm, like, hesitant about this because, like, you know, I'm not like, hell yeah, we're going to do this. You're like, yes, let's do this. And then his words just kind of make you retreat further away, I guess. And then, like, this was just fairly awkward. But, like, okay. I mean, I'm not... I would have been more for, like, let's do this? Hell yes? Or, like, a little bit more into, like, what's actually, say, going through her head and whatever. Like, we don't know what's going through his head. We're never going to know until they go to him. You know what I mean? But, like, we don't know what's going... Like, what... I don't know. I think I'm very much like, what the fuck? Like, yes, what? What happened here? What? Because, like, this is what you wanted, and then maybe you got a little nervous, and then he stormed out, and it's just bizarre. It's just a very bizarre situation. But it does add to the, like, stress tension going on between them. So, like, can't complain about that, you know? I was assaulted by wave after wave of so many emotions, I was at a loss of what to think. I don't know if I read that, but I agree. I can't believe him. He should have just defiled me and just let me hate him. He's a coward. He's pathetic and he's spineless. He's nice and then suddenly cold to me. Everything he does is just uncommitted. And that went for me too. I was the one that gave him an invitation, so he wasn't the only one to blame. But
what if you really want me to, I'll take you.
He didn't tell me that he liked me, that he loved me. I mean, he probably was never going to admit that. And I couldn't either. I'm also just a pathetic and spineless coward. I combed down my messy hair with my fingers and headed toward the shower. Give me a memory! We're at Blood Bonds at 89. Now we're on chapter 11. This is the last one, I think, right? Nothing happened yesterday. Nothing. Nothing at all. That smells good. There's rice, fish, and miso soup. Wait.
Oh, morning.
He pointed a vibrant smile at me, causing me to freeze. Seems like he's not concerned about yesterday. Good morning. I smelled all this great food and thought it might have been you.
Yeah, I really wanted today to be the day I actually make breakfast. I just hope everyone likes it.
This all looks like it's from a movie. Look at Kikinosuke blushing about this. Rice with edamame, mackerel, bonito and veggies, eggplant with miso, pumpkin, pickled vegetables, and miso soup with manila clams.
I just made all the things I wanted to. Have some, please. Hard to imagine someone who looks like you could make this pumpkin with red bean dish. I like anything, be it Japanese, Western, or Chinese. But as a Japanese person, breakfast has got to be a Japanese one.
All right, then, I'll be digging in. Me too, thanks. With all 6 of us here, it feels like we're having a banquet in the morning. It was nice seeing all the men vigorously eating their food. It made me even feel energized just watching them. Here's the coffee.
Well, thanks as always, my good sir.
On the tray Goemon carried were the 6 mugs.
I really have to say, I'm surprised prisoners from hell are all drinking coffee together out of matching mugs. Hold on.
I wanted to read that sentence and I had a sneeze coming on. I was like, hold on. So anyway, I don't know if you heard me say hold on, but anyway, sorry. And you don't have to drink it if you don't want to. Oh, right. I wonder if there's any news going on today. Oh, I feel like that's bad.
Hey everyone, good morning. I'm here to give you today's virtue ranking.
He looks a little forlorn.
We have Ray Nishikikoji at first again today. He's a regular with us at this point. Amazing!
As we all heard Azami's cheery voice, the air grew tense and heavy in the living room.
Hey, Jack. This virtue ranking thing is staged, isn't it?
He cut into the silence with a question as if it were a sharp blade, causing the mood to grow even heavier.
Well, I don't think Sheena wants for specific amounts to be donated.
He took a sip of his coffee.
The wealthy class here in Japan are mostly comprised of older people, and mainly those who gain their status through seniority. In other words, those who can already see their own death approaching.
That kind of person.
They're investing all this money they don't know what to do with in their life after death. Yeah, they're really thinking outside the box there. Ray Nishikikoji is young. He just recently inherited his parents' business and is more focused on partying and living the high life. He's even investing personally in our agency too. I'm sure because he wants to get closer to actresses and models.
Azami's safe, right? God, no!
I've told her never to be alone with him. She isn't a fool, but she's still young.
Right. I see. Her giving him that nickname, Techon, might have been because she saw him as an older brother.
Sorry to talk about all this behind-the-scenes stuff so early in the morning. This is making our nice morning depressing.
Well, that was going on turning on the fucking news. Who turns on the news in the morning? Who turns on the news at all? We don't want to know.
I'll be hiding here until tonight, so all of you go on out. You've got a pin feather right here, buddy. I feel it right here, and I just want to get it out. But you won't let me, will you?
Will you let me get this one out?
No, don't scream. He's okay. He's okay.
Here we go. I got most of it.
Thank you. It's a good boy. I know it's a little freaky because you don't like it that much, but it's okay. I got it out.
Okay. And that race with edamame was great. I'll ask him to make that again. He's like, I was just sitting in your hand, preening myself, and you just ripped my feather. I didn't rip your feather. You kind of have to like massage them or kind of like pinch it a little bit because it's like, it has like a little skin sheath on it. It sounds disgusting. It's like a little waxy skin sheath on it so that the feather can come out of the follicle, you know? So like, you just kind of have to like, sometimes they're easy to massage, but sometimes you got to use like your fingernail to just kind of break it and peel it off. But sometimes that like pinches a little, you know what I mean? It's like pinching the feather from like, it'd be like someone pulling a little, like, oh, I'm trying to clean off something on your hair, but like pulls your hair a little bit, you know? And you're like, ow. So,
I know. I'm very sorry. Sometimes they're painful. Especially if they're new growing in. But I'm very sorry. It was just there and my thumb is sitting here in the back of your neck. He's like, don't touch me. You're just being very nasty right now. He's mad.
anyway.
Kiku, remember how that guy's freeloading off of us?
Huh? Yeah, I do. Sure. Of course. But you know, he was concerned about Azami. He's kind of a good guy, don't you think?
He's got you in the palm of his hand.
My lady, we'll be investigating around town, but what will you do? Right. I'll try and find that manager of theirs. I want to get some sort of a hint of what to do. All right. If you run into any issues, let us know right away.
What you looking at? It's just a little shadow of that nail, buddy. You see that all the goddamn time. It's not a bug. It's not a bug. Why are you staring at me now? Why are you staring at me? Why? What are you staring at me for? You're staring at me because you love me, because I'm your human. Oh, I love you too, cutie patootie booties. You're so precious. Anyway. That said, I have no idea where he might be. I know. Yeah, I know. I saw it. He just looked at me, made a little honk noise, and then looked back up, and it's like, I know, I saw it. Thank you. I appreciate you showing me. But it's not a bug. It's okay, though. Thank you for your bug spotting abilities. I'm sorry. I accidentally moved my hand. I'm very sorry.
I'm very sorry, buddy. Oh, there we go. Oh, we give you little head rubs. Oh, yeah, you like that. Okay.
If I remember, the first time I saw him was at the steps leading to the well. And next at Kotsugahara Plaza. Hey there, pretty lady. Huh, that voice. We know who it is. And do you know where my Jack and Ichise have gone? What made me instinctively freeze was how he wasn't the same as I remembered him. Oh, don't look like that. I want to be friends with you. And do you know where they are? You do, don't you? You don't need to ask about me. You know everything about Ichise, don't you? You don't need to ask about me. You know everything about Ichise, don't you? Okay, that was a weird way. I just kind of just spewed that all out. In fact, you're the one helping Ichise out so that he can be a hero, right? It's a manager's job to look after his product, after all. Are you the one who sold Ichise Tatsumi to Shinobikuni? That's such a terrible way to put it. I put in a lot of work so that he could work in public again. Give me some praise, huh? Yeah, so he could work in public again. Yeah. You're King Enma's daughter, aren't you? You're more righteous than I thought you'd be. Righteous? Let me tell you something you can share with everyone else in hell. Only the ones crazy enough can survive in the entertainment business. What do you want to say? It's staged. All of it. There's no way some random guy who was pointed out in a crowd could pull off the act Ichise is right now. How Ichise was the one who called up was all plotted out from the beginning. Ichise's quite the actor, huh? All of that was fake. I'll do anything it takes if I can be out in the public again. He grinded his head against the tatami mat crying and begging Ishino, yet he broke so easily. And that guy's too righteous as well. Wow. Wow. God, you're horrible. Why are you so attractive, though? Like, you got the glasses, and you're just like, he's pretty. They should have given Ichise your face and you Ichise, because, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Because Ichise is just slightly unnerving. There's something unnerving about him. But, I don't know what it is. But actually, that kind of works for him, because then he, turns into a weird snake monster thing, and you're like, it works. But stop! Ichise won't survive. He's not fit for the entertainment industry. He went downhill after his injury. He was sharing a room with 6 other people in an apartment building with a shared toilet and no bath. But he got famous again thanks to Shino's powers, and we had to move into that fancy apartment. And now that he might not be able to be a hero anymore, we just can't seem to find him. And I'm so disappointed in Jack, too. I worked so hard to set him up for success. And it's all for nothing thanks to a certain someone. Hey, Enma. I'm a good person. You won't get any divine punishment for throwing me a bone, especially considering how y'all messed everything up. No. No, you are not a good person. It doesn't matter if any of it was staged. Don't ridicule Ichise, who's desperately trying to pursue what's right. And that's exactly what some heroine from a story might say. I intend to do everything I can so that Ichise can be saved. Don't go near Jack or Ichise ever again. Oh, how scary. Am I going to get hit with that whip, too? I've never taken it out in front of him before. Which means when Ichise changed at the well, was he watching? He was watching and didn't help him. Was he just keeping an eye on him from the shadows? I like how he's like, I'm a good person. You're not. You are not. I can't wait till you show up in hell. And sir, when you show up in hell, I'm going to ask my daddy to let me personally torture you. It's going to be fun. If so, I can't even imagine how cowardly this man might be. Don't tell me. You thought I'd actually grow disappointed in Ichise and stop trying to help him, did you? Did you come all this way to drag down your goods? Hey, I'm just a bystander. He smiled as if he were able to read my mind. I can't be one of the main players involved. Nope. There's no way for me to be. I'm forever just a sub-character. A sub-character who is shady as fuck. I love it. Later. What? I'm not finished with... Huh? Who could be calling right now? Wait! As I was distracted with my phone, Akari ran off. Oh no, another number I don't know. Although still suspicious, I picked up the call. Hello, I'm with Elnet Takamura. I have a delivery for you, Miss Enma, but there is quite a large quantity here, so I wanted to call first to make sure it was all right to deliver. A large quantity of what? Neelfels? It's probably Neelfels. A large quantity. Anyway, we're going to stop here. We'll find out in the next part because I'm starving, so I'm going to go get something to eat. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.